Hi everyone, Imran Whitey here, co-host of the True Sports Cards radio show and podcast replay. I'm here with my son Beckett, and we're excited to have you as our listening audience. Please be sure to subscribe and follow our channel.
I'm ready to start. Let's go.
We're done.
Card Part Saturday, they're riding with you. Best card show in the country, it's true. So saddle up and listen, find out what you've been missing. You can be a Card Part too.
Yes, welcome to the Mother's Day weekend edition of the True Sports Card Show. This Mother's Day, remember, a great card for mom doesn't have to say Happy Mother's Day on it. Why not give mom the very best this year, like a Pete Rose, Zay Flowers, or Candy Maldonado? Why not make this Mother's Day one that she will never forget?
That is so good.
You're welcome for that. And now here he is, Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Aaron Pilati.
Hey, card guy, shut up and just talk about cards, you idiot.
Woohoo!
We've been gone.
Yeah.
We've been gone. And we're back live and local. 10:01 a.m. here Saturday, May 9th. And I've been screaming and yelling, go!
Yeah, your
Sports
voice.
Team!
We've been gone, and your voice sounds like your voice hasn't come back yet.
I had an incredible time. Did you? Whitey and I and our families went on vacation. Little vacation last week. Got to see James Taylor in concert.
Super nice.
We were
Super
the
great.
youngest people in the place by decades.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Some guy was hitting on my wife.
I mean,
You don't even know who James Taylor is.
you're too young. And she went, oh. And meanwhile, you're looking at me like, get a load of these two.
Yeah.
You're a very calm guy. You didn't explode with anger or anything like that. You're like,
I didn't want the guy to have a heart attack or something.
you-
I didn't want to create a medical emergency.
Yeah, it was a great time. And then we brought Beckett, and Beckett was rocking out to James Taylor. Mm-hmm. So, and Beckett is in studio with us today, so he's behind me here doing something.
He's got a golf club.
He's got a golf club. He's hanging out.
Basketballs earlier.
We got lots to talk about.
We do.
Let's catch up first with the exciting announcement of what we gave out on Monday. The Card Drop. The Card Drop is a vending machine that myself and my business partner, Eric, has put together in the Arden Fair Mall. Mm-hmm. And so it has Pokemon, it has One Piece, it has Disney, and of course it has sports cards in it. So including our graded goats that we talked about a couple weeks back. So
I remember years ago, Emran, seriously, they used to have card vending machines and you'd get a card at a time. But this is
I think
like
you put in a coin and then turn the handle.
Yeah, and you get this, twisted up.
And people don't know this, but that's what vending boxes were for. They were a single row of cards, say for example 1987 tops. It would go into the vending, I'm just using vending machine, but it was like a turn handle knob with a coin. Mm-hmm. Yep. So hold on one second. Mm-hmm. You keep talking.
Yes. So that was the old school card vending machine. Maybe you put a quarter or two in one of those, and then you'd get the one card would slide out or would come up and you'd have to extract it. But this is different. You can get not just individual cards, but boxes of cards.
Those of you on YouTube that saw me just disappear off camera, don't forget Beckett about 6 months ago decided to end all communications on 1140.
It's like, this show ain't it.
Yeah, he's like, my dad's not good at this. Click.
Where's the fishing guys?
Exactly. And Becky just unplugged the entire station, and Anthony had to run in here. So we're trying to avoid that today. So yeah, it's the Card Drop. It's across from Sip and Scoop, which is a coffee and ice cream shop.
Oh, okay.
It's right at the entrance.
Have some coffee, open some cards.
Yeah, coffee and cards. Let's do it. Yeah. So we're excited to see that. It's had a very good first week. Today's our first Saturday with it. So let's see some action. And for those of you that have been running all around the Sacramento area looking for Pokemon, we do have some very rare. Well, it's rare now to find them out in the wild. So we do have them. Obviously, they're at market price, not regular retail price, because it's harder and harder to find these.
What I'm hearing is Mom wants Pokemon this year.
That's the hope. Mm-hmm. That's the hope that we want. So, Card Drop, it's officially there. And if you're on Instagram, follow us on the official Card Drop is the Instagram handle. So check us out.
Congratulations on getting that going.
Thank you. Hopefully we'll put them in more locations. Eric and I are always looking for new places to have it put down and ready to rock and put new product in there for you guys. Mm-hmm. New product.
New product.
Next week.
Bowman.
Bowman. Okay, you're a baseball guy.
Yes.
Do you open much Bowman?
Yes, not as much as I'd like.
Yeah.
But the great thing about Bowman, of course, is it focuses on the young up-and-coming players. Some of the minor league players who will be stars someday. So you have not just rookie cards, but Bowman first cards.
Right, and that's what's wonderful about Bowman is in some products when you have a class come out, say for example, Topps flagship, like Roman Anthony was one of the hot rookies this year. He has started off really poorly actually at the beginning of the year.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for
this show. In fact, I mean, let's be honest.
Hey, we're
rough
3.5 years in. We're still trying to figure it out. But yeah, we look at Bowman, and it usually lasts. The hype can last for a few years because these guys are so young in the product. You know, they're single A, maybe double A. Very few Skeens in the world out there where they are drafted and then a year later they're starting in the All-Star game. So it has.
He's still phenomenal, by the way. I saw him pitching Thursday night on TV. Yeah. Man, he's good.
He's so good, right?
Yeah,
He's so good.
He's so dominant.
Yeah. And so when you look at these products and you have like Marcelo Mayer came out a few years back, he's barely hitting the big leagues right now as a rookie, or 1.5 years into the majors. So you have products like Bowman that can last a few years because you're still driving the hype of these players that are up and coming. So Bowman comes out on Wednesday, the 13th. I already know what's going to go on the shelf at. It's going to go on the shelf at $350 per box. And we have it right now on TrueSportsCards.com as a pre-sale. So what happens is you can go to TrueSportsCards.com, look up 2026 Bowman, and you can get the pre-sale price at $335, so $15 cheaper. You'll lock yourself into having a box ready to go on release day. And all you have to do is use promo code PICKUP, and that will tell us that we don't need to ship it. You won't be charged shipping, and you're able to get it picked up at the store on Wednesday when you're ready.
I like that.
So saving $15 by locking yourself up and knowing that you have that. We only have a few boxes available, less than 10 available. But yep, it's on TrueSportsCards.com. Just look up 2026 Bowman in the search category. And Whitey, I can see that you're looking at it right now.
I'm going to ask for 3 and hope that Dave has his credit card information on this computer, and then
cookies are a pain. You should have removed it, Dave. I hope you enjoy 3 boxes of Bowman on your credit card. Give that a look real quick. There's a description I added to what's in there, if you don't mind looking.
Right here?
Yeah.
Product highlights?
Yeah, let's give it.
20 packs per box, 8 cards per pack. Bowman Baseball 2026 marking the season's first prospect-focused release, unveiling a new Bowman design, setting the tone for the prospecting year ahead, built around, as we said, the coveted first Bowman cards. Bowman delivers the hobby's first look at baseball's next wave of stars. So you got 100-card base set featuring established MLB stars and emerging rookies, alongside a 150-card Bowman prospect set. Autographs from players across the checklist add another layer of depth to the release. And returning favorites include Bowman Spotlights, crystallized, etched in glass variations. This year's anime inserts include kanji variations for Japanese players and select stars featured in their World Baseball Classic uniforms. So great set. And Bowman Red Rookie Redemption returns.
There we go.
Featuring a special short print red RC eligible for fan cash rewards tied to career milestones, beginning with MLB Rookie of the Year honor.
And that's the speculation fun that comes with it. If you remember last year, Jacob Wilson, before his injury, was well on his way to becoming Rookie of the Year. Then he went through an injury in the July-June area and caused a lot of issues. His wrist was messed up. Even though he was elected an all-star, he was unable to play because of the injury. And then Nick Kurtz came out of nowhere and hit a bunch of home runs, did the 4 home run game. And next thing you know, Nick Kurtz is your Rookie of the Year. So I speculated on Jacob Wilson. I was buying some of the red RCs. Yes. Yeah. So I also did that again with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on the basketball side. They're going to be announcing MVP here in the next week or so. So I stocked up on Shea with a redemption value of $20 for base and $40 for refractor. So I was buying them. I'm a little hesitant right now, but I think the MVP numbers are already in. So the online internet community hate right now going on for Shea shouldn't affect that.
No, I think you're in.
I think, okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. But yeah, I invested in Jacob Wilson red RCs last year. So whoever is the red RCs for this upcoming year, I think Roman Anthony's in there. I'm not positive, but.
Now, on the red RCs, Jacob Wilson did not get Rookie of the Year, as you said.
Right.
So that means you can't, if he gets MVP or anything,
Doesn't
you don't,
matter.
Yeah, because
It's
you
to
have
start
to
from the beginning.
All of them, yeah.
Yep. It's like, where do we start? And it starts with getting the Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Bowman 2026 box break, you get 1 Chrome Prospect Mini Diamond Refractor, 1 Chrome Prospect X-Fractor, 2 Power Chords insert cards, and 1 autograph.
Bowman is the kickoff of the prospecting season. People love it. It's like showing up to a concert of a band that hasn't blown up yet.
Mm-hmm.
And you were first there, and you were at the first concert in the small, coffee shop or dining hall or bingo hall.
Yep.
That's
I
what
saw
Bowman.
them win. Yeah.
That's Bowman. What was your musical band that you'd say that was something that you picked up early on?
I don't really have one. I saw Destiny's Child open for Christina Aguilera.
There you go. That Beyonce can sing. She's pretty good. Beyonce, I think is her name. She'll go far one day, is what you said.
Yeah. But they're already pretty well established.
Mine was Jason Mraz. I think I may have
okay.
mentioned that. I saw Jason Mraz in a it's called Kane's Coffee Shop in San Diego. And he was selling his burned CDs on the CDRs. And it was Jason Mraz, and he was selling them. And I was like, this guy's pretty good. He's got a nice voice. He's a good singer. Not bad. There was like 15 of us in there listening to Jason Mraz. We're all 2 people clapping.
Would those be worth anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. The burned CDs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're all scratched up. I use them as floor mats on my car, but yeah, I think
that's like a Bowman first
it's like
equivalent.
The red RC version of Jason Mraz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you have Nick Kurtz from last year, it's already started the cycle. You do have $100 in fan cash or Fanatics cash.
Yeah.
And then after that, who knows what happens. Nick Kurtz is not likely to win MVP this year. He had a slow start, but you never know.
We got a ways to go. Has anyone ever heard of this? Does anyone remember this collectible? I think it was about late 70s. It was little mini album covers, and then the disc, what would have been the disc, was bubblegum.
Oh, no, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I actually had some. I don't know where. I don't have them anymore, but I don't think it caught on. But as you were talking about, prospecting and musical equivalents, they were kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't remember what they called them.
Bubblegum albums?
Yeah, like famous album covers. Like I think I had the Beatles Revolver, or maybe it was Rubber Soul, and then you had the little bubblegum record inside. I'm pretty sure I didn't imagine that.
I grew up on candy cigarettes.
Oh, there you go.
With the bubblegum cigarettes that would puff and they have like.
How many packs a day were you up to?
I was up to at least 20 packs a day, and that's why the dentist loved me. Like, you have every tooth with a cavity. Good job, buddy.
Oh well.
There'll be more coming.
But you enjoyed it,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, don't worry, those teeth will fall out and adult teeth will come in. But I was using already my adult teeth.
Question: I know it's not Bowman baseball release, but is Hoops coming out this week?
Yeah, let me double check that. I know that you're big into hoops.
I was just surprised that it's
yes,
coming
May
back.
14th.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was coming out soon.
May 14th. I have that coming next week. Oh, shoot, I should probably put that on pre-order as well. I'll do that later today. I'll figure out what pre-order is. It depends on how many cases I was blessed with.
Yeah.
So let me see how many cases I was blessed with.
It's all backwards this year because Hoops used to be first, and it was a lower end. It's still a lower end product, but when it came out first, it's like, yeah, but it's the first of the year. Now it's coming out after some of the bigger releases.
So people don't realize this, but Topps and Fanatics don't want us as dealers or even breakers to have the product anywhere close to days before it's supposed to come out. They want it coming right away.
Yeah.
Right before release date. That way we don't make any mistakes or nefarious characters decide to open it early. I show that I'm receiving it Wednesday, May 13th. The boxes are on their way. They're tracking. And the release date is the 14th. just in the nick of time for me to get him.
So I should look into this. I don't know if we can determine this for sure. There's got to be a checklist somewhere.
I have one case of each.
Jason
Boy, that sucks.
In fact, Jason's on.
Come on, Jason.
He's probably wondering about, like Dylan Cardwell rookies.
Hey, listen, we're looking at a 3-man show moving forward. Jason's always on, and I love it.
Yeah.
Let's take his call.
Yeah. Hey, Jason. What's going on? You're on the True Sports Card Show.
Well, Whitey, we're not talking about Dylan today. We're going to talk about the Kings getting the first-round pick, and then if that happens, it'll happen tomorrow. When can we? Is there a timeline when the first batch of draft picks for the NBA would come out, like next year, or what? What kind of timeline?
I love it.
Good question.
Jason, great. Thanks, Jason. Sorry we were on record last 2 weeks. I'm glad that you're jumping on us with us live now. Okay, so let's answer that question. Thank you, Jason. First of all, I listened to yesterday's show with Jerry Reynolds, and he said, you said specifically, what happens if they don't get in the top 4? And he says, I might curse. Yes. And I laughed. I was driving. I was laughing. You were laughing your face off. Jerry's such a sweet guy. For him to say something like that, Mrs. Reynolds may not like it, but I'm going to end up cursing. That was great. All right. So, Whitey, break it down. You've been studying this for the last week and change. What is the worst case scenario for the Kings to receive?
There's a very slim chance they pick 9th.
Wow.
Very, very, very
half
slim.
a percent.
Half a percent.
Yeah.
That's the absolute worst case scenario.
Most likely single spot for them is 7th.
Okay, so when we're watching the countdown, as long as the Kings don't show up in the 7th spot, that means they jumped into the top 3, correct? As they're counting it.
Top 4, most likely, but they still have a small chance at 5.
Very small shot at 5. Very slim.
So 11% roughly for 1, 11% for 2, 11% for 3. Am I right, Anthony? Somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Okay. And so I think it was like 45% in the top 4. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Which is
something like that.
You know, I'm back in my bag, baby. The NBA draft lottery is my Super Bowl as a Kings fan because every year we're guaranteed to be in it, except for those 2 years that got screwed up because they were in the play-in and then they were the number 3 seed. Thanks a lot, Mike Brown, for screwing that up.
Yeah.
For me.
Boy, what's he done since?
What's he doing right now?
They also have an 18% chance at 6. So if they get past 6, then good chance it's all equal from there past 5.
So tomorrow night, all we have to do is just keep looking. If the Kings are not at 7 and they're not at 6.
Tomorrow at noon.
Oh, tomorrow at noon.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
We're going to be eating, we're taking Mom out to, we're taking Jessica out to Mother's Day brunch. So that'll be an attentive one for me. Yeah, this is great, honey. Yeah, you like the food? Anyways, can you move the TVs in direct? Yeah, I'll be facing the TV watching this.
And then you'll be like Jerry and start cursing in the middle of Mother's Day brunch.
Mother! I'll be like, Mother!
Maybe not. See, everyone's thinking so negatively. Even Anthony. He says, I don't know why, but I'm already getting ready to get mad.
Welcome to the True Sports Card Show, Saturday, May 16th, where Imran's cussing the entire time. Yeah, Jason, it's going to be an interesting week because, Whitey, with your show, Monday through Friday, I'm sure you're going to talk a little bit about draft. Probably.
I haven't filled out, we haven't done the outline yet. It's possible.
I have a feeling you're going to be talking about everything about the draft.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yes. And I just hope we have a lot to talk about.
I just don't know whether or not the draft players can still declare. Anthony, you would fact check me on that. Can they still declare?
I'm not sure. Let me look.
Or
it up.
do they have to already?
I think that they've already declared.
Okay.
There might be extra time.
You have until I think it's June 13th to withdraw. If you're early, if you declared early, you have until I think it's just before the draft. You can still withdraw.
I remember in the old days they used to do a thing where if you get an agent, you can't go back. Maybe it's different nowadays. But I'm laughing because I'm thinking to myself, Kings get number 1. DeBonce's like, nah, we'll go back to school.
Well, now you got guys getting drafted and then going back to school and playing. So it's a lot different than it used to be. I mean, that is actually
with NIL money. It's like we're going to get paid no matter what. So why would I want to go to a team that I'm not for?
May 27th is the deadline to maintain their college eligibility.
So they've got so on May 10th they'll know the draft order, and if an Acuff or a Fleming is still in that range, I just want to make sure that they might look at it and go, I don't want to go to that team. I know for a fact. Hold on.
Yeah.
I know for a fact my kid's running over.
Yeah. As far as the first cards that'll come out for players drafted, draft night, there will be Topps Now cards most likely of players drafted. They won't be, of course, in their uniforms yet. So the answer to your question, Jason, would be on draft night, presumably Topps Now. And they did this in the football draft. You had some players
right there.
that autographed cards.
You saw
and
them
they were
doing it on the draft. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd come up, they'd sign their very first card. That's a pretty cool thing. I wish that they would think of, I mean, they're excited. They got lots of things to think about, but to put my first card signed or something like that as an inscription would be so cool. But Panini used to do something called Panini Instant or First Day Draft. So it was the day that they had like a cap on and all that stuff. So they would basically take a picture of them, then immediately go to print, and like an hour later they had it. So later that afternoon or evening they were signing autographs at that time. So that's why the type of cards weren't like super glossy chrome. It was just kind of a paper card, but that's because it was signed that day. They were printing it off of some print machine that was there at the draft. So that's really cool. Hopefully they do something like that. I can't imagine Topps Now not doing that.
Right.
They're kings of making sure that whatever the activity is, they're cranking something out that night, like a newspaper. Yep. Russell Westbrook. There were some Russell Westbrook Topps Now cards this past year. It was like when he surpassed somebody for triple doubles or something like that. Anyways,
he had a number of milestones.
I remember what it was. It was highest rebounding guard in history or something like that.
Yeah, he
had
did
this
that.
year. Yeah, it was this year.
Didn't they have a Topps Now for when he pointed his finger at Matt George?
I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like, you don't know me.
Yeah. Topps Now.
Topps Now. It's interesting because you guys have been talking about this. Holistic Fields 90 in the YouTube chat said it'd be the worst thing if we traded for John Morant. I'm not opposed to John Morant. I'm one of the few, I think. But
I think there's a lot of you. Yeah.
You think there's a lot of people that feel that way? He was well on the way to being one of the faces of the NBA. And I just think his talent is immense. I think that people are forgetting how dynamic and superstar level his play is.
I just don't think he's that good anymore.
Really?
I hope I'm wrong. Yeah.
He's so young. He's like 26, 27.
He's had a lot of injuries, and he's just like, he would almost literally fly to the basket. What goes up must come down.
I think that a lot of that is maybe just manufactured. My ankle hurts. All right. Wink.
Yeah. He still can't shoot, though.
Who needs to shoot? Well, we've got
we
got plenty of those guys. This should be an interesting year. Couple things that I hope happen in the Kings. Number one, top 3 pick. I think if we're in the top 3, maybe 4, we're going to be in great shape.
Yeah, I think people will be happy.
Yeah, you're looking at DeMonsa, you're looking at Peterson, you're looking at Boozer, and you're looking at maybe Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb Wilson.
So those are the 4 like kind of interchangeable.
Yeah. You know, a lot of fans are still upset because the Kings looked like they were going to have the worst record, which would have meant you could pick no worse than 5. So, a lot of fans are upset that they squandered that. But if you're in a top 5 still, then it's like, okay, well, then we're good. I think top 5 pick fans are going to feel pretty good about.
I think people forget how much players have pride in them and don't want to be losers. I get it, but you can't tell a Zach LaVine and DeMontis Sabonis, Malik Monk, hey, do good but not too good. These guys have pride in their play. So if Doug and them said, go for it, and if we try and we lose, it's what it is, but try. And these guys, to me, look like they were trying, except for the end of the year. I went to a few games. It was pretty rough.
But they won.
I went to the Kings versus Warriors, and I was like,
oh,
who?
Yeah.
Who's this? I remember starting lineup against starting lineup. I was like, who?
Well, I'd never seen this before where Fresh goes up, during a timeout, and they have some drawing or something, and then the winner's like, you're playing the third quarter. So, I'd never seen that before. That's where I think the league said, oh, we got to do something.
Yeah. I will tell you that we've had, I would say it's interesting because Nick Clifford had a decent year, but Maxime obviously overachieved for his draft position, and Dylan Cardwell is a 2-way coming up and picking up Dylan now, knowing that he's going to be on the big league team from this forward. Kings had a pretty solid group of rookies, and you could even put in there our guy that that's a shooter. I can't remember. Came from Stockton. It's blank.
Or you're talking about Daquan Plowden.
Plowden.
Yeah.
He played really well.
He's not really young for a basketball player, but he hasn't played a lot.
Yeah, he played really well.
We had him on our show. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then don't forget, they also have 2 picks in the second round, so they should be a lot younger next year, the roster.
Take those 2 picks and give me a back-end first-round draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that DeMar's gone in a good way. I think he was excellent. He was nothing but professional. I think a trade happens there. I think that if we did Zach, if he opted in and you did a 1 year with Zach, trade to Memphis and get Ja and filler, I'd be okay with that. I think it's a...
I just love the theoretical, as Anthony knows. I love the theoretical trade stuff.
He yelled about it. I don't
have
know
a term
if you
for
heard
it. I have a term for it, but I don't want to get beeped.
Okay.
Bleeped.
Okay. Then don't.
I'll say it anyways. It's not even a bad word. It's just a description of something.
Oh.
Ready?
Yeah.
Roster baiting is what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Roster baiting. So what you're doing is you're just switching things around. Just
there you go.
Keeping it moving.
You won't get bleeped for that.
I won't?
No.
How about this?
Hey, card guy, shut up and just talk about cards, you idiot.
I knew that was coming.
Yep.
You were in dangerous territory there.
Here we go. We got 20, 25, 26 hoops coming out Thursday, May 14th. I will put some stuff on there for let me see what that's going to go for real quick while this is great for
that
radio.
Might be basketball product that hobby-wise will be under 3, right? Maybe?
Doubtful.
Maybe? Doubtful.
Let's see here.
It'll be under 7, right?
It will be under $1,000. I'm looking right now, guys. Hang tight. Let me see if I can find this product.
This is for the lower end.
Yes,
right?
this is the lower end.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still a nice product, but it's not. It's a paper product.
Hoops Hobby's not even out there yet, as far as, which is crazy because I'm looking on other websites, some of the big boys, to see what they have the hoops at. Okay, looks like retail is going to be between $375 and $400.
Wow. Okay. I guess that's the first Fanatics Topps version of hoops and all of that.
Right. I'm trying to see here what's involved in what you're going to receive from it. Look at my son. Go ahead, Beckett. Do that again. He's on the...
Big on the microphones.
We got 20 packs per box, 8 cards per pack, 1 autograph per box. Yahoo!
I'd like more, but that's okay.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah.
At least it's not 1 autograph or mem card. It's my least favorite thing in the hobby.
$400 for this box on the lowest end. It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Affordability in the hobby, we talked about a few things. We created a product last week, Beckett's Boxes.
Yes.
So you're getting anywhere. This is sold in store, and we are going to put it in the vending machine as well. So we're looking at 15 to 20 cards that are, they're in our dollar box, but the value is between $1 and $4, and guaranteed relic or autograph in every box, which is great. It's affordable. It's $20. It's for kids and kids of all ages. So we're having a good time with that. It's funny, there was another guy that criticized on his Instagram about how, oh, look at this, you're getting, base cards of Randy Moss and stuff. Like, dude, this is for kids. The fact that you're criticizing a kid's box to me is just what are you doing? Yeah. So at any rate, we want to create affordable options for our kids, and it's a challenge right now in the industry and the hobby because we're teaching young ones that the thing that matters most is value, and that's very difficult for me to swallow. Being a card shop owner, looking at community-based relationships, I want kids that are 5, 6, 7 years old to be able to think about collecting again, like you and I did when we were young. That's important to me. So Beckett's Boxes are there. We're going to continue with other options that are going to be affordable for our kids.
Did you hear the story of Robin Stowers, the greatest grandma in sports card hobby
No.
history? Okay. So Wednesday, April 15th, her grandsons were at school, and they're in Mesa, Arizona. She went to the hobby store, the card store there, to make sure she was first in line for 2025 Topps Chrome football. After school, her grandsons, Dylan, Harrison, and Stefan, they came to her house to rip packs. She said, there's only a few packs. Take a deep breath. Go slow. In the first pack from the hobby box, 10-year-old Stefan pulled what looked like a ticket, and the other two started screaming, and Stefan got scared. He said, it's a really cool Josh Allen ticket. It wasn't a ticket. Stefan pulled the redemption card for the one-of-one Josh Allen NFL Honors Gold Shield autograph card.
That's it?
Grandma of the year. Am I right?
You got to love a grandma that brings you a substantially expensive card. That's really exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she,
Shout out, Grandma.
She said, don't damage the redemption card. It's like, as long as you have the scratch off her, you're fine.
You'll be all right, Grandma.
People went into a little bit of a panic.
Yeah.
Be careful with that.
Don't ding the corners.
Mm-hmm. And they thought they were maybe going to get to meet Josh Allen or go to a Bills game, but then when they found out how much it's worth.
What do they think it's worth?
Well, let's see. The Allen card will be up for auction starting Thursday and closing on May 21st. His most expensive card ever publicly sold went for $288,000. So while this is not a rookie card, it's possible the Topps Chrome card could become his most expensive card to date, given the unique nature of the Gold Shield patches. Way to go, Grandma!
Good job, Grandma.
Yeah!
Grandma. Speaking of really rare cards, our friend Jason, who had the Wemby Superfractor Auto that we talked about on last week's show with Anthony, that has arrived at Golden. It's going on auction May 11th. We will, if you're following our Instagram, True Sports Cards on Instagram, we'll be putting out the link for that auction. That's a premier auction for Golden. It's going to be going May 11th through the beginning of June. So it's interesting because the Dylan Harper Superfractor PSA 7 sold for over $200K. What's this going to do on this Wemby?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not his rookie, but still, like, wow. And it's ungraded, so the potential of it being, a possible 10, who knows? It's going to be incredible. I'm excited for Jason.
I've noticed that Stephon Castle rookie card was at $24.25. Their values are starting, or at least the price of some of the value boxes and mega boxes have started creeping up again.
So yeah.
Yeah,
when you look at products that are of a certain year and then the players start going, remember Stephon Castle was in the 24-25 Topps product, which was unlicensed, so it held the values down. We sold one yesterday. We sold a Stephon Castle I said super. It's not a super. It was a Future Stars Refractor Auto for $230. And it's a rookie. So $230 is, we sold it yesterday to one of our great customers, and I think that's just a steal price, and the unlicensed portion of it allows it to be very affordable. Because if that was licensed, you'd be looking at $500, $600, $700.
By the way, I thought this was interesting. Leaf is still coming out with football product. They don't have the license.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
And the Players Association is suing them.
Yep.
Yeah, which is typically the unlicensed product. They were allowed to. Yeah, you're unlicensed. You can.
I think the league or the Players Association realizes the money that they're getting under the Fanatics label, and saying we get paid big bucks for it, so we want to make sure that we establish one location for officially licensed version of our signatures. And Leaf ain't it. So it's weird because the players did sign it. Their agents did allow them to sign the stickers for it. And then went, oops, we shouldn't have done that. And we're going to sue you. It's like, wait a minute. I know for a fact that when they sign stickers, they have to sign a release saying, we're good with this. This is legitimately us. If you've ever seen a Leaf contract, which many of you probably have not, it's a single page contract.
It's written on a leaf, which is really unusual.
on a fig leaf.
Yeah.
No, it's written. It's a single page contract, and it says, I, player, whatever the player's name is, agree that this is my signature. It's done in front of a witness. And there's two signatures there, the player's signature and then the witness's signature that says, yes, I watched so-and-so player sign this. And that's a contract that's binding. It went to Leaf. They signed it. That's what allows Leaf to put the stickers on their cards in order to get them out. So to sue that after you've already signed, that's kind of weird.
My understanding is on some level, it's a matter of the Players Association saying, all right, this player who's in our union signed an individual deal with you, but our union contract supersedes that.
Right.
So your contract with the individual is not valid. That, I think, is more or less the basis of
which is crazy. And again, the law show was right before ours, so
Yes.
I'm not a lawyer, nor do I know, and I'm just talking out loud as just the card guy. But I would tell you that the breach in violation then is with the player, not with the company. Right? When there was a guy that signed some autographs with me many years ago, and he has, and I've stayed away from this. I don't like the headache of what happened here. But the guy had a contract exclusively with a company, this other guy. But he said, hey, Imran, I'll sign for you some stuff in the parking lot. I'm using an example. But it was a place where he signed 15 or 20 autographs for me. So when the company came back to me and said, hey, you're not supposed to have any of these autographs, you're in breach and violation. I said, I don't have the contract with you. He does. Take it up with him. Right? And so if the contract with Leaf says, I, the player, am okay with this, I'm signing these, you're paying me, then when the NFLPA comes out, why are they suing Leaf? They should sue the player.
Right.
Right? Because the contract is with the player, not with the company.
Yeah.
The company's not in violation. Right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know what happens. Maybe
So
maybe it's a
ultimately-
cease and desist. You cannot release those. We won't sue you, but you're not allowed to release them because then it violates. I don't know.
Maybe the long game for the NFLPA is we're just trying to discourage people from doing this in the future.
Right. This is a preventative. They call them slap suits. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah. SLAPP. You guys can Google that. It's to prevent. It's to scare people into it. Hey, I want to talk about something that's pretty cool that just came back, and it's regarding you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this. For those of you that are on YouTube watching, Whitey is smiling. He has a letter of authenticity that's come back from PSA DNA. We talked about it a few months back about this incredible flip book of autographs, over 250 autographs on the flip book.
Doesn't look like much on the surface, does it?
Give
Can't
us-
judge a flip book by its cover.
Let's talk. There's no cover on that thing.
No.
All right. Whitey, give us the background on what this is, because this is a significant piece, in my opinion, I think, in autograph history.
Years ago, after my mother passed away, then both of my parents were gone. And one of my brothers, who had a different father, we were going through a lot of my mom's stuff and just going through stuff and getting the house ready to sell. And one of my brothers, Chris, said, this was your father's, and so you should have it. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And he gave me this book. I was like, okay. And it says, to keep my friends is my delight. So in this book, I pray you'll write. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like my dad's high school friends wrote him thing or something.
As you're explaining it, let me tell the radio audience what we're looking at. It's probably about 25 to 30 sheets. It's bound in
Really
this
old.
like a leather. Imagine like a small notepad is what it looks like.
Yeah.
And so Whitey's describing it as he's flipping through here. Go ahead, Whitey.
Yeah. And so I started looking through it to see, well, I wonder who signed this. And, you see things like, hey, Hannes Wagner. He didn't go to school with my dad. Ted Williams.
These are not
Joe
pictures.
DiMaggio.
These are autographs
Yeah.
on this front and back of each one of these flip pages.
There's page after page. And it says like Chicago Cubs is a page. Actually, 2 pages. Philadelphia Athletics. And there's many, 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 many Hall of Fame autographs on here.
So we sent it in. I happened to drive down there or fly down there. I can't remember what it was, but I went down there, and Whitey wanted this authenticated just to kind of put a little backing behind the theory that they're real. So we sent it to PSA DNA, and we dropped it off in December, if you remember. Well, it came back this week, and I called
I
Whitey.
was so worried about you driving down there in the fog.
I remember that. You were
Yeah.
like this. Hey, did you make it down there? Never mind. Don't answer that. Did my flip chart make it down there? So we got the letter of authenticity back here. They determined it was from 1939. MLB players, multi-signed autograph book with over 250 signatures in this thing. Notable signatures include Hall of Fame inductees Luke Appling, Ernie Lombardi, Bobby Doerr, Jimmy Fox,
Double X.
Lefty Grove,
Really
Ted
cool
Williams,
signature.
Pie Trainer, Casey Stengel, Billy Herman, Paul Wainer, Al Simmons, Red Ruffing, Joe McCarthy, Rick Farrell, who signed it twice. Many, many
Look at Jimmy Fox.
incredible
Pardon me, radio audience.
autographs.
Yeah.
250 in one single item. And the Hannes Wagner is in there, which is funny because I took a picture of it, sent it to my rep while we've been sitting here, and said, hey, I think you forgot to mention a pretty significant name in here. Although this entire book has been authenticated as such, which is exciting, dude.
Yeah.
So now Whitey says, what do we do with it?
Caller 3. Right
Caller
now.
3. Trivia. What Major League Baseball team is currently playing in Sacramento? Caller 3. Whitey, we don't know what this thing is worth, but we know that it's 5 figures minimum, maybe 6 figures.
I've told this story before, but this is true. I took this to Antiques Roadshow when they were in town 10 years ago, and this woman who was supposed to be professional said, "Oh, it's worth $1,000 to $1,500." I kid you not.
$1,500?
Yeah.
That's about what it takes to authenticate this thing.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about. She must have thought it was fake or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, you seem to think it might be worth more than that.
Let me substantiate something that just came through.
Okay.
We have breaking news.
All
Hold
right.
on 1 second. Let me double check this.
Breaking news.
Yep,
Okay.
breaking news. Can I get a breaking news?
When it breaks,
We have it first.
it's Sacktown Sports breaking news.
You don't even know this, Whitey. I'm breaking this news.
Okay.
The San Francisco Giants have traded Patrick Bailey to the Cleveland Guardians. Did you know this? Did you really?
Yeah.
How'd you know that?
It
It happened 24 minutes ago. We've been on the show for 30.
It did not happen 24 minutes ago.
It did happen this morning, though. You're right.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I
For Steamboat Jones, or is that do you have the name?
Steamboat Jones?
They got a picture, and I think he's got a funny nickname. He's a guy that throws really hard.
Steamboat Jones?
Well, that could be wrong.
Okay, so here's who's before us in the morning. Anthony's here since crack of dawn. Anthony, we had the fishing show. Did they announce that on the fishing show?
No, but they
wait.
should have.
Yeah, they should have. Who's after the fishing show?
Golf.
Golf to go. Did they announce it?
Nope.
How about the legal show?
Nope.
That's right.
Breaking news.
Saturday morning breaking news by Emran Pilati and
Heard it
Whitey
here
Gleason.
first.
You heard it here first. Patrick Bailey.
Yeah.
They got Matt Wilkinson, a competitive balance round A pick, number 29 overall in the 2026 MLB draft.
Mm-hmm. The pitcher they got is a left-handed throwing prospect who throws really hard. I guess he's not Steamboat Jones, but he's...
You're just making up people. I think
No,
they're
he's-
getting Oil Can Boyd.
He does have a nickname, something like that.
Steamboat
23-year-old
Jones.
Wilkinson. He's
The
got a
guy's
funny
name.
nickname.
The guy's name is Matt Wilkinson. Where would Steamboat Jones come from that?
Well, I'm telling you, he's
Steamboat Wilkinson.
Steamboat Wilkinson.
I think it might be.
His name is not Steamboat Wilkinson.
All right.
You know, Jason is a great caller. He always calls about King stuff. But next week he might be asking when is Steamboat Wilkinson's cards coming out.
Well, it'll be in Bowman. Tugboat. Matt Wilkinson's nickname is Tugboat. There it is. Not Steamboat. Tugboat is his nickname. Tugboat Wilkinson is who the Giants got back for Patrick Bailey. Apology accepted.
Bailey couldn't hit. He just couldn't hit.
He was really good defensively, and one of the things he was great at is framing pitches, which is not as important now with the ABS.
Right.
Yeah.
He needs to frame pitches when you just look and go, tap, tap.
Yeah, I guess he still was able to get some calls, but it's not as important as it was.
I got
Tugboat,
that.
by the way, Steamboat, neither Tugboat nor Steamboat signed this book.
Wes, my friend Wes, who always has all the tickets for us to go to the A's games when you see me and Beckett at the A's games. Wes was the one that broke it to me. He just texted and said, Giants trade Bailey. So
Yeah.
So now they've got who catching? Who's left?
Well, this is good for Susak, who's coming
Yeah,
back.
Susak.
Yeah,
Susak, that's what
yeah.
it is. And then they signed some guy that was
Well, they brought up, is it Rodriguez?
Yeah.
They just brought up, who plays all over the place.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Giants, 14-22 or whatever you are.
Hey, they won last night.
Hey, they
And Tony
did it.
Vitello, their skipper, says, hey, we could be kind of like the guy in Shawshank that had to go through a lot to come out on the other side.
We have a spoon and we're digging through the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Comparing your Major League Baseball team to Shawshank Redemption is really, that's really rough.
Bold. It's bold.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Beckett's on the ground over here. He goes, no. All right, we've got so Whitey, what are we planning on doing this flip book? This is a historic thing. I don't know if there's anything like it, maybe ever, that's had 250 notable names, tons of Hall of Famers, all in one thing, one document. A baseball can only hold about 30 to 35 autographs before they run out of space.
Yeah. You're right. We probably should not do color 3. And
a 16 by
apologize.
20 at most could maybe fit 100 signatures on there. Whitey, this is a piece of history with over 250 autographs in here, including Hannes Wagner, among other.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with it?
I'm
Not give it to caller 3. Caller 6! No.
See that name right there? Bill Posedale, that is my dad's uncle. He's the one who I assume got all these signatures.
That might be where the money is made.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I would be very interested to find out what it's worth.
Let's do it. Let's put it on auction. Let's do it. Or maybe we'll do private sale.
Okay.
Let's start it at $100,000.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. OBO.
I laugh. I don't think that's realistic.
OBO.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the authentication fee was pretty significant, but well worth it for the investment. Seriously, congratulations. I'm glad it's in your hands.
Well, thanks for all your help. Really,
Yep.
I've had this for years, and it's one of those things I don't know what to do with it. So
just let me know.
Thank you.
Just let me know, and I'll take it back. We'll get it going.
Why don't you just take it?
Yeah, for your troubles. No, it's pretty significant. I'll take some photos with you holding it, and we'll put it on our Instagram later today. All right. Speaking of, and we'll close out the show in the last 15 minutes about grading. It's been a very big deal. This past week, I had somebody yelling at me. It doesn't happen very often, but
Anthony.
well,
My
where's
bad.
my Stidham guards? No, a guy yelled at me about PSA's turn times, as if I'm the guy grading it, and I'm, like I did something.
Right. I get it, though. I mean, I know it's not your fault, but I get it. It's like you get frustrated. You're the face of.
First of all, don't talk to me like that, buddy.
Right. I understand that, too.
Tone it down,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
By the way, I listen to your show every day.
Uh-huh.
Alan Stiles yells a lot of excitement, frustration. Tony Vitello.
How loud he is directly relatable to how recently he's had coffee. When he starts the show, he's coming at you pretty strong.
Yeah. Tone it down, buddy. So, and by the way, for those of you who don't know, Whitey Gleason off air is one of the most quiet, humblest guys. You don't speak very much off air. You just kind of blink. Well, you just kind of stare at me
Processing.
and blink. Hey, Whitey, how you doing? Blink, blink.
Yeah, I'm
blink.
like a reptile.
Yeah, you're very
Saving my energy for when I need it.
Yeah, listen, if you're not going to catch me 2 to 6 weekdays, I ain't saying nothing. So this guy raised his voice at me, getting really upset. 2 reasons. It took very long for it to come back from PSA. And 2, they charged an upcharge fee.
Yeah.
That sucks, but it's good and bad at the same time. Because as it moves through the tiers of value, and tiers TEIRS, did I spell tiers right?
TIE.
TIE?
Yeah.
I before E except after C. Tiers, as it moves up the value ladder after it's been graded, PSA determines, well, this $3 piece of plastic has now made it as a 10. It's now worth $1,500 instead of the $500 and a 9.
Mm-hmm.
So since you're making more, we want more.
Yeah.
Kind of a racket. So they're mad that it took long, and then they're mad that there's an upcharge.
Which I get, and it's not your fault, and they shouldn't blame it on you, but I get that people are upset.
So I was listening, and we have to give credit where this was reported at, but Sports Card Nonsense, which is a podcast that's out there, had Ryan Hogue, who is the president of PSA, and he talked about, and I threw it at you a little bit before the show. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it. They are now looking at giving estimated days, not specific days, as to when it's going to be completed. And then most importantly, he said we need to be a little bit more, given some more grace as to when we're going to have it ready. So they're going to give maybe like a 2-week window when it's supposed to be done. And what's really interesting is he said that the 95 business days is likely to be extended. Dude, we're now like 6 months before you start. So this is a make or break moment in the grading world for PSA. Okay. And by the way, we've been touting CGC for a while now. I'm still okay with it, but now they're claiming 5 months.
Wow.
So here we go. PSA is saying 6 months.
And there's new ones popping up all the time.
Right. Tag is seeing some action. Beckett's seeing some action. So there's a guy by the name of Nick. He goes by Boston Card Hunter on Instagram. And he said, let's boycott, guys. Let's get together and boycott. Let's make them feel it in their pockets. So he had a no submission May. Beckett, turn that back on, please, honey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. For those of you watching on YouTube, Whitey and I were just staring at each other in the dark just a second ago.
I liked it.
Yeah, it was very, very romantic. Don't tell our wives. But yeah, so there was this pitch to have no submission May. Let's make them feel it in their pocketbooks. Well, Ryan Ho came on this podcast and said, yeah, they didn't get the notes. They didn't get the memo. In May, we've had some of our highest submission days in the last 4 years. So that didn't work out too well in the boycott when there's even more. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are grading, it is high time that you make a decision. Am I willing to submit cards and now wait for 6 months, whether it's us, as in True Sports Cards or not? Are we willing to wait 6 months for our cards to come back? Even if we go to CGC, are we willing to wait 5 months for our cards to come back? Now is your time to determine, am I selling cards raw and ungraded, or am I going to put in the effort to do that? Or if I want them back faster, am I ready to pay $90 or more just per card to get them graded?
People are going to wait longer if that's what they have to do to get the most for their cards, which is still PSA, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. The gap has not closed as much as we thought it may have by now.
And I wonder if there were more submissions in May because some people thought, ooh, there's going to be a boycott. So they will get fewer cards, so I'll get my cards back faster.
Right.
So I'll take advantage of the boycott.
Nope. Yeah, so
Either there wasn't one or it was...
Peg Junk just asked in the YouTube chat, when will we know when it's an upcharge? So just to let you know, Peg Junk, everything is on my credit card. So I'm already upcharged before you guys are feeling it. So I'll get hit, and then what I'll do is when I see the upcharge, I call you, say Peg Junk that you submitted a card with us and it went up. We had a couple of them this past week have a $250 upcharge. There were some vintage cards. There was a Sandy Koufax rookie card that came back a 7, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And there was a $300 upcharge. So it's painful when I call you for that, but there's a reason I'm calling you for that because the card has hit a certain value now. So
it's a good news, bad news.
Yeah. So if you want your card out of True Sports Cards jail, all you have to do is pay me back my upcharge, but that protects me from saying...
Do I have the option of, if PSA says that, do I have the option of saying never mind?
No.
Ooh.
No. And that's where you're at. That's why when I see a card, let's say that we have a really clean card. Let's use a 1953 mantle that I brought in here a couple of months ago. 53 mantles. One was a 5, and I think one was a 3.5. You remember them, right? The two cards I showed. We already knew that right away, based on my eyesight and my when I'm wearing glasses, of course, I determined that they were going to be at least a 3 minimum. So with that said, I know that as soon as it's encapsulated as a 3, it's going to hit this value based on previous history. Why send it to try to get it graded for $35 when we know the upcharge is coming? So why wait 6 months just to get charged that fee later on anyways? So put it in the quicker tier, pay up to that $300 or $500, get that card graded. It'll come back faster, and you're going to end up paying the same amount as if you were upcharged later on, but you're just getting the card months faster. So there's a determination of where the card value starts at and what we determine it might be worth at that time. So if you have a Shohei autograph card, just go with a higher tier. Don't even try to put it in the 35 because then it's going to sit for 6 months and you're going to end up paying the same amount as if you had put it in the $200 tier in the first place.
PSA also came out and announced that counterfeiting is up. A lot more cards are being counterfeited.
Counterfeit?
Yeah. And the top categories for most counterfeited trading cards are 1 Pokemon, 2 baseball, 3 basketball, 4 football, 5 Yu-Gi-Oh, 5 Magic the Gathering. 7 is Disney Lorcana, 8 is One Piece. I don't even know what that is. 9 is hockey and tennis soccer.
You don't need to know what it is. It's in the card drop vending machine at Arden Fair Mall, though.
All right, I got to get out there.
Yeah, so just so that way you heard Whitey correctly, like more than half of them are non-sports TCG trading card game type cards.
Sports cards made up 43% of the counterfeits caught by PSA in 2025. Trading card games made up more than 56%.
Yeah, Ryan Hogue said on that podcast that nearly 60% of submissions in most cases are trading card games, TCG, Pokemon, etc. He also talked about alterations, things like coloring the back of the card. So, like, for example, with Pokemon, they have blue borders on the back.
He said there's some cards, Pokemon cards, that have rounded edges, and people
try to trim them as sharp.
Trim them, and they make corners out of them. It's like, well, that's pretty
that's
easy
not how it works.
Yeah.
So the other thing too is that one way to find out if a card is not authentic with Pokemon, it sounds crazy. Donovan and Ethan at my shop are the ones that have done it before. You have to rip the card apart to see the quality of the card. So it's like, yeah, I've seen the guys do it, and to show the person, hey, this is fake.
Oh.
So we would take a regular Pokemon low priced card, 10 cent, 20 cent. We'd rip that apart, and then we'd take the customer's card and then rip that one and go, here's the differences. So far, the guys they're Pokemon experts. AJ's up in that level now, too. I was getting nervous. I was like, don't do this, dude. If you're going to rip their counterfeit card, make sure it's a cheap counterfeit card. But counterfeit cards, it's like saying that people make counterfeit ones. That's not going to happen. They're counterfeit hundreds.
Yeah.
So if the guys make a mistake on ripping, your boy is paying for it.
Top 10 most counterfeited subjects. 10, King Griffey Jr., 9, Mewtwo, 8, Umbreon, 7, Rayquaza, 6, Tom Brady. I just love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Rayquaza and Tom Brady right next to each other in the list. 5,
Gengar, and 4, Mickey Mantle. 3, Pikachu, 2, Michael Jordan, and Charizard number 1.
Charizard number 1. That's the Beckett hot list.
Yeah.
Yeah, of counterfeit cards. So the other thing that he talked about was knowing what the patches look like. So if you have, like, for example, 2009 is Steph Curry's rookie year, National Treasures had a lot of patches. So if they're numbered like 25 or below, they had nice multicolored patches on there. People will take that card and put a different type of patch on there. And so like with maybe like, let's say it's a 2-color patch is the correct one. They'll take out that patch and put in a 4-color patch. They'll go to Dick's or wherever, cut up a jersey. And
what do they do with the original patch?
They probably stick it on in one number to 199. You know, who knows? And Ryan Hogue, the president, said, we don't really have a reference, so we try our best.
Yeah.
But unless Panini or Topps or whoever comes out and says, here's all 1 through 99 cards of what they look like when they went out from the factory, we can't tell if that patch was modified or not. The only way they could tell is the quality of how it's affixed to the card. Well, that's why I don't want to own a grading company.
PSA also issued a number of things you can do to protect yourself, one of which is this: buy from trusted sources, purchase from reputable sellers, established marketplaces, or known dealers with strong track records.
You pointed at me, and I am that. However, I don't know what the patch looks like. The best I can do is do a graded version of that card and hope that Beckett, PSA, CGC have vetted it enough. That's the best that we can do, is just say it's already been graded by a reputable company. Our hope is that they did their due diligence to make sure it's the correct patch.
Question deals far below market value. That's a good one, right? Verify before you buy. Look for the eBay authenticity guarantee. By the way, GameStop buying eBay, potentially. How about that? We didn't even talk about that today.
I don't even know how that's even possible. It's like a card shop buying Fanatics. Like, how does math work on this thing?
Yeah.
I'm a video game player, and I haven't stepped into a GameStop to buy a game in forever because you just download it right on my PS5. You know how it is.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
I have a PS1.
Shout out Tugboat. What's his name?
Wilkins.
Tugboat Wilkinson.
Like
Wilkinson? Tugboat Wilkinson?
Yeah.
He's going to be a stud.
We'll have him in shop next week. Don't forget, Tommy Dreamer, the WWE ECW wrestler, will be in shop next Saturday at 1 p.m. Tickets are available at TrueSportsCards.com. $30 for an auto, $30 for a photo, combo for $50. Come and meet Tommy Dreamer in store next week.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Go Kings. Number 1 pick, AJ DeBonsa, on his way to Sacramento. We hope.
Hey, card guy, shut up and just talk about cards, you idiot.
You might find an old Doug Christie numbered 101. I tell you, Emran's always cool. There's always kids inside. Why aren't they in school? They're at the card store.